everybody, it's Dr. Joe, and it's product review time again. The folks at Freory sent me their 3-in-1 foam roller, so let's get started. Disclaimer alert, disclaimer alert. Okay, so this is so cool. It is 3-in-1. You just start bringing stuff out. You've got a smaller hand roller, and then you push, and you've got a softer foam roll, and then the outer one is the firmer foam roll. So this is so cool. And then you can even put this one back in the softer foam roll to have it a little denser on the inside. So there's lots of options here. I really like that you can then put it all together and have it nice compact, and then you can travel with it if you need to. So sometimes you just want to roll some muscles out to kind of get them nice and loosened up, and you can use the one that's a little bit firmer unless you're very sensitive, maybe worked out those muscles really hard, and then you can go down to here. But then you can also use the rolling stick if you want to get a specific spot and get some more pressure just in one area. I like the way they have the rolls here that actually move to give you a smoother roll when you roll, and it doesn't give. Like I'm pushing pretty hard on this and it doesn't. I've used some rollers before and you put it on and then it bends down. It's kind of not super well made when you have those, and then you're not getting that pressure where you need it, because then it would roll over the leg and you're getting, you know, a dispersed kind of pressure. This allows you that, you know, if I have a sensitive spot right here, I can really roll out that VMO right there and focus on that spot. But then if you just want to get the overall muscle stretch, you can pull out the foam rollers and roll those. So I really like that. You can also just do some static stretches in spots instead of actually rolling over the roller. You can just roll on it and get a stretch. So I'm going to show you a whole bunch of different ones just to give you an idea of all the things you can use. A lot of times people really have tight IT bands. So to stretch the IT band, what you want to do is your IT band is that muscle along the outside of the leg. It gets really tight and then it can pull on the knees and pull on the hips and cause a lot of problems. So you just kind of start off on top here. I like to put the top leg up to give you some support. So if you feel like it's a lot of pressure, you can put a little bit more pressure on the top leg, and then you don't have quite as much to start off with. And then as you start loosening up that muscle, then you can put a little more pressure on the bottom side. So then just keeping that bottom leg straight, just kind of roll through that IT band. This is a pretty strong stretch through that IT band. So if you start and you feel like it's a little bit too much, then go ahead and just pop it out, get the other roller, and then you can do the same thing on that IT band. So just kind of rolling through, stretching it out. You can also then jump over it and do, you know, roll out your calves a little bit. So again, you can use the other leg to put a little pressure over there if that's too much, and just kind of roll back and forth, which is nice. And then if you go, I've got my anterior tibialis, maybe some shin splints over there, you can pull out the stick and get right in there on that spot and just kind of roll it out. And that feels really, really nice. So lots of options there. Then what I also like, I was talking about, is that static stretch that you can do. So let's say you've got some tightness in your back, especially that thoracic area, because a lot of us sit like this on our computers all day, and then you end up getting a lot of pain up there and tightness. Take the big roller, the firm one, and then just kind of relax back on it. Put your hands behind your head and then just hold it there for that static stretch. And then if you need to go back a little bit more, you can. So that's a nice way to get a nice stretch. Then also, if you want to do a pec stretch, well, those of you that like to do the bench press a lot, and then you forget to stretch out your pecs, those get really tight, and then you get a lot of problems in your shoulder, then you can put it long ways, and then just lie on it this way, and then let those pec muscles stretch out. So you can put your arms like this, and get even more of a stretch if you want to, but that might be a little too tight, and so you can just go this way. this will give you that extra stretch. And then you can bring your arms up a little bit more to get even more of a stretch. So as you can see, I could go on and on and on with all the stretches and rolls that you can do with these. But the best part is you have a whole bunch of options. You know, the firm option, the little bit less firm option, the rolling stick option, and then you can also put it inside to get the most benefit of the firmness of it. So there you have it. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section. If you'd like to find out more about it, you can go to their website at Freory.com. If you'd like to purchase the product, you can go to our product store at AskDoctorJo.com/products. So remember, be safe, don't hit anybody, have fun, and I hope you feel better soon.